Okay, so today we're gonna dive into MrBeast,
All right.
which is pretty fascinating, I think, for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, just the sheer scale of what he's been able to accomplish.
It's remarkable.
Like #1 on YouTube at 26 years old,
Unbelievable.
giving away these just massive amounts of money.
Yeah. It's like a different level of
Redefining,
philanthropy.
yeah, production value online.
Yeah. Yeah.
Businesses that just seem to print cash.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did this even happen? How did someone go from, what we've read is like kind of a shy kid
Right.
who had trouble just communicating
Yeah.
to like the biggest YouTuber in the world, and not just like,
Yeah.
oh, he got lucky or he was privileged or something like that.
Get a very deliberate.
Well,
like there's something more there.
yeah, looking at this transcript of Teddy Raconte's video, comment MrBeast's Domino YouTube.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating to see where he came from, because he really didn't start with any advantages, it seems.
No, not at all. Like a lot of these big YouTubers, we think, oh, they came from money or they had all these resources.
Right.
But he really just kind of started with nothing.
Yeah, and that's what we want to really unpack today is like, what were the turning points? What were the strategies? What was that mindset that really drove Jimmy Donaldson to become MrBeast?
Yeah.
And hopefully some insights for anyone listening.
Absolutely.
Who wants to create something, big and impactful in the digital space. So, okay, 11 years ago, no MrBeast, no massive giveaways.
Right.
Just Jimmy Donaldson, a kid who, according to the transcript, really struggled with social anxiety.
Yeah.
Like even basic communication.
Yeah. And then you add in the layer of a single military parent.
Oh, yeah.
Having to move around a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to amplify those challenges.
Absolutely. It's like every time you start to get comfortable, you're uprooted again.
Exactly.
And you got to reintegrate into a new social situation.
Yeah, it makes building those connections so much harder.
Yeah, for sure. So, and what's interesting is like initially his obsession, it wasn't even YouTube, it was baseball.
That's right. He wanted to go pro.
Yeah, like all his energy poured into that dream. But kind of at the same time, almost as like a side project.
Yeah.
He starts this YouTube channel doing mostly gaming videos.
Yeah.
And I mean, can you imagine those early uploads? The transcript makes it clear, like super low production quality.
Oh, absolutely. Like probably just, a webcam.
Yeah.
And basic editing.
Right.
Nothing fancy.
But his first subscriber, this kid Chris, becomes this really important figure later on.
Oh, yeah. Chris is a key part of this whole story.
It's amazing how these seemingly random connections can become so significant.
It's all about the people you surround yourself with.
Right, right.
And even in that baseball focus, you see that early intensity.
Yeah.
That dedication to becoming completely absorbed in a goal.
Right.
Which obviously he carried over to YouTube.
Absolutely. It's like whatever he does, he goes all in.
Yeah. Yeah. He commits fully.
And then 2012, this turning point.
Right.
He sees this video by Woody Gamer Tag announcing he's quitting his job.
Oh, yeah. To do YouTube full-time.
Yeah, full-time.
It was a big deal back then.
Right. It wasn't really a thing.
No, not really.
Like you could actually make a living from this.
It was like this light bulb moment for him.
Yeah, like, wait a minute.
It's possible.
This could be a career.
Exactly.
So that plants the seed.
But baseball is still his main thing for like another 3 years.
Yeah, the transcript says his channel was growing slowly.
Yeah, like 2,000 subscribers, which,
Yeah.
Back then was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was still a big deal, but
yeah, but it's not, millions.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I can quit my job kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then at 15, this huge life event happens.
Yeah, Crohn's diagnosis.
Yeah, debilitating stomach pains.
Losing a ton of weight, just completely drained.
Right, like your body's betraying you at 15.
Yeah. And for someone already struggling socially, the transcript really emphasizes how tough that was.
Yeah, like the dietary restrictions.
Yeah.
Always having to be near a bathroom.
Yeah, it makes just normal teenage stuff so much harder.
Yeah.
Just hanging out with friends, going to parties.
Right.
Forget about it.
And sadly, that diagnosis basically ends his baseball dreams.
Yeah, the physical demands just weren't possible anymore.
Right.
So heartbreaking.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
This setback, this loss of this passion he had, all that energy gets channeled into YouTube.
It becomes his everything.
Yeah.
His sole focus.
We're like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to pour myself into.
It's a really powerful example of how sometimes adversity can lead to these amazing opportunities.
Yeah.
Like closing one door opens another.
Exactly. So even though he's not naturally comfortable on camera, he's just making videos constantly. And the transcript mentions this early fascination he had with like how much YouTubers were making.
Oh, yeah, like PewDiePie and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, like that ambition to make this a career.
It was always there.
It was there from the beginning.
Yeah.
And what's funny is his mom initially thought he was just like Skyping with friends.
That's hilarious.
He didn't even tell her what he was really doing.
He was just in his room grinding away, making these videos.
And he had this goal of 10,000 subscribers before he would like come clean.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
It's amazing.
Just quietly building this whole online world.
Yeah.
And what did he have? A broken computer and a homemade tripod.
It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it?
It really does. I mean, think about the production value now.
Oh my gosh, it's night and day.
So he eventually does this Q&A with his mom when he hits 10K.
Yeah.
And he even admits, you know, these early videos weren't great.
Yeah.
But he had this belief that if he just kept going, he would get better.
It's the consistency, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's so important.
And that's huge, right?
Absolutely.
Like understanding that mastery comes through practice.
And repetition.
Yeah.
Even when you're not good at first.
Even when it's rough, you gotta just keep going.
Yeah. And then bringing Chris on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Seems to have given him a confidence boost.
Yeah. Chris was just naturally comfortable.
Yeah, he had that charisma.
And the transcript says that while they weren't making much money, they were having fun.
Yeah.
And that was a big motivator.
That's so important, especially in those early days.
Yeah.
You got to enjoy the process.
So then college applications come up.
Right. The big decision.
And his mom gives him an ultimatum.
College or leave.
Yeah. Pretty classic parental response.
Yeah. Wanting that stability for your kid.
You're right.
But he had a different path in mind.
Oh, yeah. He went to college.
Air quotes.
Air quotes. But in reality,
YouTube was his school.
He was parked outside the school.
No way.
Filming, editing, uploading.
That's dedication.
All while keeping it secret from his mom.
What a risk.
Huge risk.
Talk about believing in yourself.
Yeah, and it paid off.
It did.
So then there's this seemingly random idea, trying to cut a table in half with a plastic knife.
What?
I know, right? Sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
But this is where he kind of discovers the power of these, like, really long, tedious tasks.
Oh, yeah, those endurance challenges.
Yeah.
They were so different.
Right, like everyone else is doing these, like, quick cuts.
Yeah, high energy stuff.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm going to count to 100,000.
And people loved it.
Yeah.
There's something so captivating about watching someone do something so absurd.
Yeah, it's like you can't look away.
Right.
So his subscribers start climbing 50,000. Then 100,000.
And he's actually starting to make some money.
Yeah, like a few $100s a month.
Not a fortune, but...
But it's proof of concept.
Exactly.
It's validation that this crazy idea could actually work.
Yeah.
So he calls up Chris and says, let's go all in. Quit your job.
What did Chris say?
I don't know. The transcript doesn't say, but they get this $720 apartment.
Yeah.
And he finally tells his mom the truth about college.
Oh, man. That must have been a tough conversation.
But get this. Because he was actually making money.
Yeah.
She was impressed.
No way.
And she supported him.
That's amazing.
It's like the risk paid off.
It did.
So from that point on, it's just full focus on YouTube.
Wake up YouTube, eat, sleep, YouTube, repeat.
Yeah. And then his first truly viral video.
The counting video.
Shining to 100,000.
Over 40 hours.
Over 40 hours of counting.
That's insane.
It's insane, but it worked.
It did 750,000 subscribers, millions of views.
Yeah. It's like, okay, this is real.
This is the formula.
And then this is where things get really interesting.
The philanthropy.
Yeah. A brand offers him $5,000 for sponsorship. Most people would just take that.
Absolutely.
But he negotiates double the money.
Wow.
With the condition that he gives it all away to a homeless person.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and the transcript says that filming that act of generosity brought him so much joy.
It changed everything.
Yeah, it completely shifted his focus.
It wasn't just about views and money anymore.
Right.
It was about using his platform for good.
Yeah, and it created this amazing cycle. Brands would sponsor videos where he gave away money and gifts. which would get even more views.
And attract even more sponsors.
Exactly, this like virtuous cycle.
Yeah, he found a formula that was both successful and fulfilling.
And there's this really touching moment in the transcript where he gives his mom a $100,000 check.
Oh, wow.
He says it was his proudest moment.
You can just imagine how much that meant to both of them.
Yeah, it's like coming full circle.
Yeah, from those early struggles to being able to provide for his family in such a big way.
Yeah, so now he's got this momentum.
Yeah.
But to really explode, he needed to understand the YouTube algorithm.
Right.
So he creates this thing called the Daily Mastermind.
I've heard about this.
100 days straight, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Skype.
That's intense.
With 5 other YouTubers who had also quit everything to pursue this.
Wow, they were all in...
Yeah, they were analyzing every single detail.
Like what?
Camera angles, thumbnail design, even like whether a smile on a thumbnail should be open-mouthed or closed-mouthed.
Seriously.
Yeah, they went deep.
That's crazy.
And the results are insane. Within a month, every single one of them hit 1 million subscribers.
No way.
Yeah, that's not luck. That's strategy.
Like a masterclass in YouTube growth.
And they probably learned a ton about viewer retention.
Oh, yeah. Those first few seconds of a video are crucial.
Yeah, you gotta hook people immediately.
And MrBeast is the king of that now.
He totally gets it.
Yeah.
Irresistible titles, eye-catching thumbnails, that's what gets people to click.
It doesn't matter how good your video is if no one watches it.
Exactly.
And he understood that early on.
But these videos, the giveaways, the stunts, they're expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Sponsorships can only take you so far.
So he starts building his own brands.
Yeah, he needs more control over his revenue.
Makes sense.
The clothing line does really well.
Okay.
But then there's MrBeast Burger.
Oh, yeah. The restaurant chain?
It was a third-party partnership.
Okay.
And there were some issues.
Quality control, I heard.
Yeah, and unhappy customers.
Yeah, that's tough.
But the transcript frames it as a learning experience.
Yeah, learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. And it seems like he took those lessons to heart.
How so?
Because with Feastables, his chocolate brand, he was much more hands-on.
Okay.
He controlled everything, the promotion, the product selection.
Smart.
And it was a huge success, millions in revenue.
It shows he's willing to adapt.
Yeah.
And learn from his experiences.
Okay, so now he's got this massive audience.
Yeah.
But to really go global, he needs to overcome language barriers.
Right.
So he starts creating these language-specific channels.
Like MrBeast on Francais.
Yeah, and MrBeast on Espanol.
That's brilliant.
And they're getting millions of views.
So it's working.
It's working.
Proving that his content is universally appealing.
Yeah, and get this, his impact was so big that YouTube actually changed its platform.
What?
They introduced the ability to add multiple language audio tracks to a single video.
No way.
Yeah, so he didn't need separate channels anymore.
That's incredible.
It's like he forced YouTube to adapt to meet his needs.
That's the power of a huge audience.
Yeah, and he didn't just do like basic translations.
Yeah.
He invested in professional dubbing.
Wow.
Like he hired the official Japanese voice actor for Naruto.
Seriously?
And the Spanish voice actor for Spider-Man.
That's dedication to quality.
Yeah, he's not cutting corners.
He's going all out for his global audience.
Yeah, and all those lessons from the Daily Mastermind.
Yeah.
And his own experiences. He's built this empire.
Like a full-on media company.
Over 200 employees, multiple production studios.
Wow.
Hundreds of cameras. One studio is over 4,600 square meters.
It's mind-boggling.
It's insane. And reportedly, he even lives in his studios.
Really?
Yeah. It's like YouTube is his life.
That's dedication, but
yeah.
It makes you wonder about work-life balance.
Yeah, for sure.
But I guess when you're that passionate,
right,
maybe the lines blur.
And the videos now are just unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Recreating Squid Game in real life.
I saw that one.
Flying on private jets, staying in million-dollar hotel rooms.
He's always pushing the boundaries. What's possible on YouTube.
And the Philanthropy has scaled, too.
Oh, yeah.
Millions of meals donated, adopting all the dogs in a shelter.
Wow.
Giving a house to a homeless person.
It's incredible.
And Team Trees planting 20 million trees.
That was huge.
It's philanthropy at a level we've never seen before.
Yeah, he's using his influence for good.
And then in 2021, he launches Beast Philanthropy.
A whole channel dedicated to giving back.
Yeah. All the revenue goes to helping others.
What kind of stuff did they do?
Building wells in Africa, donating millions in food-building schools.
Wow.
Even developing a whole town.
It's like he's creating a philanthropic empire.
Yeah. And his storytelling has evolved, too.
In what way?
It's not just about the actions anymore.
Yeah.
It's about the stories, the people. Like that video where he offers a guy $10,000 for each day he stays in a supermarket.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
It's less about the challenge itself and more about the human element.
Yeah, the emotional journey.
And he's not afraid to put himself through these crazy challenges either.
Yeah, like getting buried alive.
Yeah, for days.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, but it shows his dedication.
Yeah, and a certain vulnerability, too.
Right. He's not just this untouchable figure.
He's human.
Yeah. And the projections for his channel?
Yeah.
They're mind-blowing.
What are they saying?
1 billion subscribers by 2026.
Wow.
2 billion by 2028.
Those are insane numbers.
It's hard to even fathom.
Yeah, it shows the potential for growth is still massive.
And then there's this wild card.
What's that?
He's talked about maybe running for president.
Seriously?
Yeah, around 40.
That's a long way off, but...
I know, but it's interesting, right?
Yeah, it speaks to his ambition.
And his influence.
Yeah.
Like, he really could do anything he sets his mind to.
It seems that way.
So let's just recap. From a shy kid with communication challenges to the biggest YouTuber in the world at 26.
It's a remarkable story.
What are the key takeaways here?
I think it's that relentless work ethic.
Yeah.
Even from those early rough videos, he never stopped.
Right.
And then that shift to philanthropy.
Yeah.
It really resonated with people.
It's like he tapped into something universal.
Yeah, people want to see good things happen.
Yeah.
And he was smart about the YouTube algorithm.
Oh, yeah.
He studied it. He mastered it.
Yeah, and he wasn't afraid to scale.
Yeah, he built a team. He built an infrastructure.
Yeah, he created this whole ecosystem.
It's a business.
Yeah.
But also a movement.
It's wild.
It really is.
So I'm just going to leave you with this.
Okay.
What's the most unbelievable thing MrBeast could achieve in the next 15 years?
That's a good question.
We've already talked about some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But he keeps exceeding expectations.
That's true.
So what could he do?
What's next for someone who's already changed the game?
Yeah. It's exciting to think about.
It is.
What's possible.
Yeah, what could he do with all that influence?
It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be following along.
Me too.